I'm BenRealVsWorld, and you ain't on any mission unless you rockin' with the vision.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to The Vision, Leaders of the New School. I'm Angel Antonio, sitting here with the legendary BenRealVsWorld.
Woo!
What's up, my brother? How you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you, Doc?
I'm great, man. Great.
Angel's a real legend. Like, this is a
Come on, man.
He's got the chains. I don't got shit. I got one chain at my ankle.
Come on, man. You got the documentaries on documentaries, music videos. Come on, man. Let's get into it. What advice or motto do you live by?
I don't know. I try to I think staying true to myself, obviously, and where I come from, like my family, the way they raised me, and all the shit that they put me through. Make sure I stay straight arrow and targeted towards being a good person. That's my main goal. So being a good person will reflect in my work. I think my clients will resonate with me being a good person more than me being a dickhead or whatever. So I try to do that, and hopefully that would I don't know, elevate everyone around me to want to do better. But if you just live and only think about yourself and you're in that one lane all day, you're not going to get a team, you're not going to build a family, you're not going to build a body of work that people will ever really care about. Because
what do you think distinguishes you from what most would refer to as competitors?
I think what makes me different is my end goal is to help others, right? So I want to fucking get rich and get a Tesla too. But at the same time, anything that I can learn along the way, my goal is to pass it back to myself years ago. You know, I was in a position where I didn't know nobody. I didn't have anyone give me the answers. No one was teaching me anything. And I had to use the internet like everyone else did. And I had to learn from, I was in the Midwest. I was in the industry. I didn't have a chance to do this shit. So me back home really needs me now. And if I don't open up to those people back home or to any city or anyone that's not unfortunate, but in a space where they don't have the ability to be in this world, how can I give back to that? That's my goal, you know? So that's what sets me apart, because I think that I can go head to head with someone and they'll go until midnight and I'll go until midnight, but then I'll be up till 6 putting together the piece that's going to help the kid back home, which I wasn't asked to do. You know what I mean?
Ben, so what creative strategies did you use to get to this point in your career?
It's a good question. I winged it. Everything I did, I winged it.
Yes.
I think I was dedicated to learning, and I've always thrived by learning, you know. So my passion is in becoming a better creator and networking. And so networking is key. I'll say that. I preach that all day long. Talk to people, meet people, learn from people, and you're bound to get work. You're bound to get put on. You're bound to do whatever. So since day one, I've always just been a genuine person and tried to be I didn't even think I was trying to be genuine. It's just, I'm just trying to be a normal person. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And by doing that, I meet people like yourself. I'll meet people just through, oh, what's up, blah, blah, we'll chop it up and then become friends, because I'm just trying to be as nice as possible, and then how can you not want to be friends with me? Right. By that, friends are power. So by having friends, they're going to put you on to something that you never thought you could even do. And that's kind of basically my story. One person helps me out with this, next person helps me out with the next thing. It's all networking.
In the process of that, you're helping someone's dream come to reality. You're helping them bring their vision to life.
Right.
So it's of course I want to help you because you helped me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's beautiful.
And that's just the power of collaboration. And I think when you do it right and you do it with the goal of true teamwork, then the product, the final product is going to be so solid. Versus if I were only thinking about oh, I just need my check, or I just need I want this video to have my name on it. Then you're not doing it for the right reasons, you know, and that's why people fail. So if you don't build and work with people and are open to teamwork, then you're never gonna get to the end. The end you see, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's teach these kids something. I want you to explain something that you understand clearly but is difficult to learn.
Let's talk about presentation and a pitch. Okay, because I deal with this a lot now, because I have people messaging me all the time, reaching out to collaborate or to ask questions, and they want to know, how do you do this? How do you do that? How'd you get put on with this tour? How'd you work with this artist? How'd you make this? What camera do you use? What lenses do you use? All these questions they ask me. And the way they approach it, that's everything, right? And I talk about it all the time, an elevator pitch. Like if you and I were walking in the building, I know what you do, and I want to try to sell myself to you in like a humble way, and I have 30 not even 30 seconds. Like we're going to the second floor, and that's all the time I have. My presentation better be so lit, otherwise I'm gonna lose your fucking interest. You're gonna walk up the elevator, and that's it. So people now, their elevator pitch can be all day long if they want to, because it's a DM. They can send me a DM, and that's it, and they don't even think about it anymore. Where imagine they send you a message. They'll send someone a message of importance that they believe could help their career. But they don't take the time to craft how they ask that question, right? So an example would be if I wanted to work with Kanye, and I think Kanye needs my visuals, and I just send him a quick DM like on the fly, like maybe I'm in traffic, I'm gonna message Kanye, and I just write out a quick DM as Kanye, we should work, bro, I'm tight, blah, 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 and I send him like a link. What if Kanye sees it? What if that was my one chance that someone was gonna open the message and give their time out of their day to like read my message, and I just write some half-ass shitty message? Why should they fuck with me? I didn't sell myself. I just said I'm tight. Look at it. So I always say take time and craft this. Like however you're gonna try to reach out, craft that and make sure that the right connection is made, because that's it. Your 30-second window is very short. And people just think that, you know, with social media, they can just ask questions willingly and they can do it over and over again without someone, like they think they deserve that time. And I'm not saying you don't, but there is a reason and an action you should take to get that time.
What do you want to be remembered for?
I would say, I think it's funny, like, if you go and listen to any interview with the artist, any interview with like a creator of any kind, they'll talk about like growing up, and there's always like one teacher, right? One teacher will be like, oh, I remember, for me it was my teacher, Mrs. Seymour. So you go back, Mrs. Seymour was the first person that made me edit a slideshow. That was my first time cutting something that had visuals that went from one picture to the next. Hooked. I was hooked. And later on in life, she gave me Final Cut Pro for free, because she got it for free. And she's like, here, take this. And I'm like, oh my God. So I started editing because of that teacher. And I feel like if I can try to do that for like one kid, and I go out, whatever, boom, I'm dead, I have a cool life with my family and we do our thing and stuff, but like as far as public goes or whatever, like I just want to be remembered as, I don't even care if I get remembered, I just want to jumpstart someone's shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if I can jumpstart someone's shit and put them in the direction they need to be in, that's like all that matters to me. Because then, I mean, all this shit is just get money, put it in the bank, move on, get money, put it in the bank, move on. But like, there's nothing like, I'm not like, that's not like a happy thing. Like the money just goes away. Boom, there's rent. Boom, there's a car. Boom, there's all the shit, and then it just goes away. But to truly like change someone's path is like the ultimate goal.
Who are your creative influences, and what works might the fans know you for?
If I had to like lean on something to remember, like to reference or to try to get creative like juices from, I can't ever pinpoint who that is. I think early on, it was always Spike Jonze. Like, I remember watching Spike Jonze. He made this shit where the skateboards had green screen tape all over them, and these dudes were skating around on nothing, and then they would, like, jump up to a rail, and their feet would be, it would be stick, but, like, there's no board. And then, like, they'd throw it, and the tree would move, and I was just seeing this, like, how the fuck did they do this? And I was so crazy, and he just did all the music videos and all stuff. Spike Jonze was, like, one of those dudes, early birds, that said it for me, and just made me want to be creative. But other than that, I thrive off energy, and I thrive off people that push boundaries, and anytime I see that, I might not even know who that person is or whatever. I might just catch a glimpse, and just that just gives me a reason to keep creating, because it proves that new shit can be made in a place where there's billions of people walking in the same streets every day. You know what I mean? Like, everything's been done almost. But these people push the limit, and I love that. I love that people are trying to like find new ways to create new magic. People might know me from would be I co-edited Chris Brown's documentary, co-edited Mary J. Blige's documentary, shot second camera on that. Edited a bunch of Chris's music videos, a bunch of music videos for different artists. Tour with Schoolboy Q and did a whole web series on that, and shot some stuff with Kendrick and Jeezy and EA Sports. Directed a bunch of content with them. I've done a bunch of random shit. I don't know.
And a podcast?
Yeah. Then I have the Black and No Cream podcast and the Black and No Cream private group too. So like for creators who are always interested in like collaborating and working together, I've created like my own community, and it's growing too. It's already at like 12 or 1,300 people in it, and they're all working. They're active every day. The group's like booming and stuff. So then I started the podcast to like talk to other creatives that I met, just to pick their brain and figure out in like a longer format how this is what it is. You know what I mean? And just through conversation, like there's tips in gold in those conversations that people can learn from. So,
all right. One last question.
Mm-hmm.
What's the vision for BenRealVsWorld? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
I think the vision would be to have built companies that allow me to put people on that deserve to be put on, to give opportunities to those kids that are normally neglected or taken advantage of, because I see that happen way too many times, and I've experienced that shit. I want to do that and allow myself to relax and oversee a lot of stuff that I can still put my creative spin on, and allow those kids that are coming up to be trained in whatever I think works, whatever they think works, collaboratively. Let's build monsters. You know what I mean? Everyone be their own monster and be able to tear shit up in this industry. Black with No Cream be massive and be able to go to a new city and go meet with other creatives that are part of the group, and like that's the goal. That'd be sick. That's what's gonna happen. That's not.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, so that's what's
the
gonna
vision that you bring into life.
Yeah, 5 years. We'll go to Chicago or Dubai, wherever, and we'll meet up with all the Black with No Cream people.
I wanted to thank you for taking the time to vibe with the vision. Let everybody know where they can find you online.
BenRealVsWorld, blackwithnocream.com/join.